So it is finally that time. After 4 or 5 weeks of waiting since rookie minicamps, we finally got to see Shedeur Sanders back out on the field, and these next few weeks could really make or break his NFL career. Obviously, he's young and he's gonna be given time to develop no matter where he ends up. But let's face it, the Browns have 4 QBs in this competition, in this battle. Shedeur needs to do exactly what he did in rookie minicamp. He needs to leave his mark, make good impressions, and whether it's against the 2s or the 1s, he needs to put up better numbers than his peers, and he also needs to continue to be willing to learn from everyone, coaches and players included, which is something I'm not worried about at all. He's kind of put his ego to the side. Not that he even has an ego, he just has a big brand, but really today was just about getting a feel for things, and it was great to see Shedeur and the Browns back out there. This video is going to be specifically about Shedeur and everything he did today, so this is a video you will want to watch the whole way through. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, and your support truly means the world. So the first practice of camp wasn't an extensive one, as the roughly 70-minute or so workout had all the clunkiness of an initial training camp practice. The quarterbacks only had 2 real practice periods where they went against an actual defense, a modified 7-on-7 period with Flacco and Pickett on one field and Gabriel and Sanders on the other, and an 11-on-11 team period to end the practice. Sanders was up second on the field with Gabriel in the modified 7-on-7. The first throw from Sanders was low to rookie Luke Floria, one of the 3 passes that were off target in the 5-pass series. Sanders also had a throw across the middle to rookie wide receiver Cade McDonald that was broken up, a play which also nearly got McDonald decleated. Sanders was wide on a deep throw down the left sideline as well. However, he closed out the series with a quick throw to McDonald, and Sanders was the 3rd and final quarterback to go during 11-on-11s, as with the other 2, multiple plays were handoffs. Sanders opened his series with a quick out to the left to McDonald. Twice Sanders had to avoid pressure in his face. I hope the starting O-line stays healthy because the backups were looking like the Colorado Buffaloes O-line. It was awful. It was Swiss cheese. But Shedeur was able to throw the ball at the feet on one, and then he ended practice with a flip to running back Amani Marshall, who was a safety valve. Like ESPN Cleveland did through rookie minicamps and OTAs, they kept track of some of the numbers from 11-on-11s, and this was really the first day that Shedeur did not dominate the stats. He was 3 for 8, but again, it's just day 1 of camp. It's basically a walkthrough, and 8 reps is such a small sample size that you can't even really look into it. I mean, 1 drop and 1 deflected pass could automatically make your stat line look bad. But nonetheless, to keep things unbiased, this definitely is not the way you want to start 11-on-11s, especially against second team. But outside of the 11-on-11s, he looks so smooth in his drills. The footwork looked super solid. He threw the football to places on the sidelines where only his guy could get it. The Browns are kind of in a really tough position, kind of a sticky position if you want to get cliche as an organization right now, because Shedeur definitely has been good enough to be worth holding a roster spot for, but there is no world where keeping 4 quarterbacks going into a season makes sense either. I mean, Shedeur was supposed to be drafted in the 1st round. It kind of seems right now like the Browns would have to cut the number 4 quarterback, whoever that officially ends up being, or re-sign him to the practice squad, as there is simply no need to have that many passers on the 53-man roster. It feels unlikely that Cleveland would shock the NFL and send such a big name like Sanders to the practice squad. His presence on the sidelines during games would draw a ton of eyes, which could be good on the business side of things for the organization, and personally, I believe that he could really be that guy if he has the time to develop, because as a football player, the upside is there. His pocket presence is top notch already. Gabriel played just 1 year at Oregon, but it was a season to remember. He led the Ducks to a perfect 12-0 regular season en route to winning the Big Ten championship in Indianapolis over the Penn State and Indy Lions. Gabriel had a stellar individual season, earning himself a trip to New York as a Heisman finalist candidate alongside Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, and Ashton Genty. And in 14 games with Oregon, Gabriel went 326 of 447, passing for 3,857 yards with 30 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. He also rushed for 7 scores as well. The Browns will continue training camp through August 4th before joint practices and preseason games begin. After a joint practice with the Carolina Panthers, Cleveland's preseason slate starts on August 8th against the Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. The Browns will then close out the preseason against the Philadelphia Eagles and Los Angeles Rams, and time will tell how things play out for Gabriel, but if the first training camp practice was any indication, he could be well on his way towards earning a roster spot or even winning the job altogether. But for Shedeur Sanders, like I said, if I had to bet, I would put my money on him being on the roster and eventually getting a shot. Yeah, he's good for business, but beyond that, he's a great football player. I know I've been showing a lot of footage of Shedeur in day one of camp, but I put together a compilation of some of the best moments from the day. So if you wanted to see everything without me rambling, then here you go. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. And after today's practice was over, a lot of the guys spoke to the media, and Kevin Stefanski finally did. He didn't actually do it by the time I made my first video, so I couldn't show any of the things he said. So I'm going to do it on this video. Here you guys go.
Okay, good to see everybody. Excited to be back. It's day one. Days for our guys when you're back in the building for the first time and getting around the players. And I think the guys have the right attitude, understanding the work that has to get done. We're excited for the fans to get out here on Friday at Cross Country Mortgage Campus. That'll be fun. They always bring that energy for us. So ready for the start of this thing, but we know that there's so much work that goes into this. On the Quinshon Judkins situation, I don't have much to add. These are things that we take very, very, very seriously. We're gathering information. I know you guys will talk to Andrew tomorrow, but I don't have much to add.
So yeah, I think overall it was a productive day for Shedeur, a productive day for the Cleveland Browns as a team, and as you guys know how training camp works, it's pretty much every single day. There's a few off days, but throughout the next few weeks, there's going to be so much content, so much to talk about, so make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and also hit the post notification bell so you never miss another upload, and until next time, I will see you all later.